Yo, yo, yo. Chat room, what's up? What is up, guys? Thanks for coming in here. We got Quentin in here, a fellow YouTube member and moderator. I don't even need these. I don't know why I have these on. Jackie Boy, fellow YouTube member and moderators in the chat. What's up, man? King Shadow, Hawkeye, the Matt Cave, another YouTube member, Warrior FX, Baxwar. What's up, man? Thanks for being a member. Thanks for coming in. We got JM Phoenix, Shy Boy, J Chip Show, another YouTube member, Hawkeye Maverick. Hello, strange. Welcome, stranger. Quentin says, hey, Ant, have you seen the FPS remake of RE1? It looks really cool. I think I've seen some stuff on it. I haven't like looked or played it, but I don't know. Maybe I could always do a video on it or something. What's up, Aaron Lytle and Dark Biohazard. What's up? I think we got everyone in here for the most part. Let's see. Jack says, "And did you see the pictures of my phone on Discord?" No, I haven't actually. Yeah, you can send it over in a PM. The weather over here is actually really nice today. Yesterday it was cold. It was like 50. As South Jersey is very weird with getting spring started. But I think by the time May gets here, we should be okay. I actually have to get a fucking haircut. As you can see, it's like after I get a shower and it dries, it gets all wavy and shit. But that's just what I got to do. But I'm not going to do it today because instead I'm doing this. So it doesn't matter. So I'll worry about that later. When are we going to hear some RE game news? I don't know, Caesar. I honestly don't know. That's why I'm just sitting here drinking my tea and waiting for an announcement. I don't know. I'd imagine it would be sometime this year. Later in the year. Like, I don't think it would be coming out in the summer, but I would think sometime in 2022 would be more of a better rollout. Let me see. Jackie Boy sent this picture here. Oh, nice. You got a Stars case. You guys see that? That's Jack's phone right there. I actually got to plug my phone in, or else this thing will never get charged. There we go. All right. There we go. What do we got here? It's the Surface Duo. Okay. It's 80 in Cali, says the Heretic Anthem. What's up, a Raccoon City Survivor? So we're going to be I'm going to be giving away 2 codes this stream towards the end of the stream. So you're going to have to wait to the end. And I am going to be giving the Street Fighter codes. One for PS4, one for PC. And I don't think any of you guys play Street Fighter, but if there's anybody that wants it, I'm gonna put it in the chat later at the end. So I have I'll do a little trivia question, and yeah. All right, what do we got here? Wawa should sponsor your channel. I know, right? If only. Yeah, they won't do that, though. Well, he says the F word every stream. Yeah, got to get him out. Dylan says, what's up, Aunt? Happy Friday. Everyone off to celebrate my birthday tonight at our local metal pub tonight. Well, Dylan, happy birthday, Dylan Hughes. Thank you so much for, coming in here on your birthday. And hopefully you have a good one, man. That sounds like a good time. J Chip says, RE news seems kind of dry. Hopefully something comes up soon. Yeah, I think we'll see, obviously, the DLC for Village first, before we see, people want to see RE4 and they want to see all this stuff. I don't think we'll see that until we see Village get finished with the DLC. Matt Cave says, I tried playing Dead Aim. Didn't last long. Yeah, no, I it's not a very good game. Wiz2600 says, what's good? What's up, man? You think Re4 Remake is going to drop this year? That ain't happening. Sorry, Dark Biohazard. Sorry to disappoint you. The ice grenade launcher ammo in your back is really cool. Yes, that is. Shout out to Nick, fellow YouTube member Nick. Sent that, which is amazing. It's for Street Fighter V. It's, I guess, the new pass or the season pass or whatever. I have 2 codes, courtesy of Capcom, to give away to you guys. So, let's see. Raccoon City Survivor says, "What do you think about RE4 remake?" I mean, I'm excited, as like most people would be excited, but I'm still very, it is like a like you got to be very careful because that game is a big one of the biggest and most known Resident Evil games, but also for most casuals, people know Resident Evil 4, even people that aren't Resident Evil fans. So with a game that is that high in popularity and people regard it a perfect game and all this stuff, it's a lot to build, to bid up for. But let's see. Odd green skin and a Stars logo picture. What's up, Pat? J Chip says, when it comes to fighting games, Tekken is my jam, but I'm sure Street Fighter is a cool series. Yeah, I mean, it's so I've played the older ones, and I like Dead or Alive and Mortal Kombat. Those are kind of the ones I kind of shift to more. So, but yeah, so this is like something that just came out, and they're starting their tournament and stuff like that. So I jumped on it just to be like, hey, I can, probably give back to the community at least a little bit if anyone else plays. I think the only other person was Abo, but I don't know if Abo is in here, but maybe he will be by the end of the stream. Who knows? He was the only one that actually played Street Fighter V in the chat the other day. Let's see. Dark Biohazard says, no, I think it will be November. I mean, you could think all you want. That's fine, but it won't appear. Jack says, I put my bid in for full time at my job, and I got it. Oh, nice, man. That's fucking killer, man. That's congrats. Quentin says, all speculation, but I saw a leaker say Village DLC is coming out in May and RE4 is releasing in November. Is that why people are saying that? Because of the leaker? Yeah, Quentin, that's probably why people are saying that, because, or not the leaker, but the person that's claiming that these things are real. Look, all I'll say is obviously take it all with a grain of salt. Don't always believe into that stuff, lead into that stuff. Obviously, like, those are very, like, vague answers. But the problem is people make these videos and then everyone thinks that way, without actually having any kind of like inside stuff. Now, I know like some leakers have, they've been right before, and I know that some of these people that report on this stuff has been right. But I don't know. I don't think that makes any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me if they were to put out RE4 this year. It would not make any sense. Now, will Village DLC be out in May? That doesn't even make sense, because there is nothing on the Capcom creator side that is letting us know that there's any kind of Resident Evil event coming up. Now, they can go on tomorrow. They can go on tomorrow and say, hey, by the way, we're having a Resident Evil event. But that's the only way that they would actually announce it. I don't think they would just show the DLC out of the blue. They haven't yet. So I just don't know. I think at the end of the day, like, you're gonna have people that are gonna take it for what it's worth. But the letdown was the big thing that people wanted to see happen, and the countdown letdown, as some people say, it was just for the next Street Fighter, and it's not to say that it's not coming out. But I think at the end of the day, people are going to just be chomping at the bit for more stuff. But I just don't personally think you're going to see any kind of Resident Evil 4 this year. You know what I mean? I just think that's a little far. That's a far reach. But yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion. It's all good. I know we'll get some news. I mean, look, can they show it? Can they announce it this year? Absolutely. I don't think it's going to be released this year. That's a little far, in my opinion. It's hopeful, but yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, Quentin, I know you don't take everything for face value. I was kind of more referring to like the vast majority of casual fans that aren't really represented in my community here, because you guys are always good and you guys listen, and when I do videos, I try to make sure it at least comes from some kind of source or some kind of real spot. J Chip says, I kind of hope Capcom takes their time with RE4 and hope they don't rush it out. Well, J Chip, I think one of the reasons why I'm not really sure that it is coming out this year is because of how it changed teams and how it changed development, and then they scrapped what they were doing, and all that stuff. Maybe if they were keeping RE4 one for one, like how the original remake was going for RE4, maybe we would have seen it sooner. Maybe they would have rushed it out. Maybe it would have came out this year. But I'm assuming that whatever they did was for the better, and we could just keep our fingers crossed. It's already basically May. Yes, Stevie Mac. I don't know what's going on with the DLC. I don't think it's coming out in May, but maybe summer, maybe fall. I don't know. Raccoon City says, you got a beautiful collection back there. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Jin, what's up, man? Fellow YouTube members in here. They haven't released Reverse yet. Don't think we're getting DLC in May. Exactly, Abo. And I think that Reverse will be along with the DLC. I think that will come out hand in hand. Like Village Story DLC and then Reverse. And then they'll be done with Village. Then it'll be like it's time to move on to the next era, whatever that is. Probably RE4 remake era. But it's good to see Abo's in here. Masai says, this is coming from a hardcore RE fan. The countdown wasn't a letdown. Okay, well, there you go, Masai. It just wasn't RE. Well, that's what I think. I think a lot of people wanted it to be because it was, Resident Evil font and all this stuff that people were, like, hinting at. For me, it wasn't so much as, like, a letdown for me because I think it would have been more of a letdown if I got on here and streamed. And I'm doing what I'm doing now, and I'm like sitting here like, all right, guys, the countdown is Street Fighter. And it's like, if I did that, I would have been let down, but probably more on a content side of things than, oh, it's Street Fighter. I can't stand Street Fighter. Like, that's not me. I'm not one of those guys. I like Street Fighter. It's just not my full jam. Like, so, I'm not like on it all the time or whatever. But, yeah, it just wasn't RE. But at the same time, and I can say this, listen, one second. After the sneeze. They had us, look at a reveal trailer that was just text on a black screen. So I think a lot of people feel kind of owed that it's almost been a year and we didn't see anything yet. But, they're working. They're doing stuff, but let's see. What's up, Quinn Grimm? Matt Cave says, I know fans have had issues with Capcom over the years, but they still among my favorite developers. So many of the favorite games in the Capcom are Capcom games. Huge Mega Man fan. Yeah, I mean, I still recognize what they've done. Messiah says Summer Game Fest. Yes. I think Summer Game Fest could be another reason for them to show off some Village DLC. I agree, Dark Biohazard. I agree on multiple points of that statement about Village. Listening at work says, Word, what's up, Word? Fellow YouTube member and supporter, thanks for coming in. What do you think a Resident Evil fighting game would work? Honestly, Quinn, yeah, I think all that shit could work in some weird way. I don't think it would go over well with fans, but I think it could work. I think you could have like some, if Marvel vs. Capcom was any hint that some of that shit could work, there's a way. But I don't know. Maybe it would only work with Marvel characters, right? I don't know. Harold says it seems like Capcom doesn't care about its fans anymore. I mean, I think they're trying. I think they're definitely trying to care in terms of like bringing stuff back. But in terms of like mainline stuff, I think there has to be some, in my opinion, there has to be some kind of update, like some kind of like update for their, new Resident Evils with like how they're going to change things, update it in a good way. It's, I think they've bounced back for some bad times, but I agree. I was in the crowd that didn't really vibe with Village as much as most people, and I got a lot of shit for it, and it's all good. I didn't want to lie about how I felt about that game, even though I played it multiple times and I had, some kind of like, I didn't have a terrible experience with it. It wasn't even really like that, but it just wasn't. I think they care, but I think they care in different ways, and more so maybe for casual fans than like the hardest of diehards that have been with them since the beginning. Who's to say? Then that's really what comes down to like the remakes and how they handle it. And I think 2 and 3 remake haven't been terrible. There's problems with both of them, but they're trying to get back on the right path. So JM says, Ant, one question. What Ganados do you prefer for RE4? The classic ones or the zombie Ganados that are in Damnation? I would definitely say RE4. I definitely just prefer that more. What would I like to see in Village DLC, Masai? I would say some kind of Chris story DLC. Make Chris a more of a stronger standout in that game. Because that was one of my biggest gripes, was that I just wish they didn't do Chris so dirty in the main game, and maybe they can fix that in the DLC. I don't know. George says, have you heard of a game called Heaven Dust 1 and 2? And it's like a chibi version of Resident Evil. No, I have not, George Moore. I have not. J Chip says, I mean, Capcom has so many franchises, and they can't cater to everyone. So while I do feel RE fans are being disappointed with the countdown, this is a win for Street Fighter fans, and that's cool. Yeah, I mean, the fighting community, I mean, they announced that at the end of a big fighting Street Fighter tournament, right? Like a big fighting tournament. So fighting games and all that stuff, like, dude, it's killer. Like, it's the fighting scene is big. So I exactly see the draw. Carrier, a Raccoon City story. What's up, man? What's up? Happy Friday. $5 super chat. What's up? Dude, are you doing that like graphic novel Resident Evil shit or like that Max Payne style stuff? I didn't even know you were doing that shit, man. What the fuck? I'm going to have to get you on for a show or something later. I owe some people some spots, but once I catch up with that and I sign that stuff, it'd be really cool to have you on to talk about that stuff, man. I find that stuff really fascinating. Yeah, check out his channel, guys. He's doing some really cool stuff. I think it's coming out, right? Or you think you were just on Biohazard Declassified, I'm pretty sure. That's who I'm doing a podcast with. So I have to plan that. But yeah, that's really cool, man. And I got picked up by some sites, by some news sites. So that's really cool. Well, thank you for the $5, man. And, I'm a big Max Payne fan, I just want to say. So, obviously, I'm all in whatever you're doing. But, yeah, man, we'll definitely message me on Discord, and we can definitely figure that out. I gotta hit up Biohazard Declassified because I need to go on his show and vice versa. So, I got to do that first. But we'll get around to figuring that out, man, because I really want to talk about it. I know it's coming out, but I want to obviously promote it still. So regardless, Dino Crisis Remake, yes. Dark Biohazard. I mean, I would love to see Dino Crisis. I mean, who would not? They desperately need to get a better story writing crew. And Hey Deva, another person I need to do a collaboration with, which is happening. Again, I got to do Biohazard Declassified and Hey Deva. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Hope all is well for you. Hope editing, hope content, hope all that stuff in your world is going well on both you and Carrier side. Let's see. J-Chip says, do you want to see a brand new IP from Capcom? Yes. And the Pragmata, that game or whatever it's called, I'm looking forward to that. That's a brand new IP. I know it got delayed, but, it looks pretty interesting, and I'm all for it. All right. I had to get a tea break right there.
Team last month.
See, Kai's Messiah Baby says, hey, what's up, man? Today is my birthday. I'm kicking it back. Just downloaded code Veronica for a little gift to myself. Happy Friday. Well, happy birthday, Kai's Messiah Baby. Happy birthday. Episode 1, A Cold Awakening, is out now to watch. Well, there you go. A Cold Awakening is out, so check that out from Carrier if you like the graphic novel noir style of Max Payne storytelling and comic book panels. Our boy over there is holding it down. Creating some original Resident Evil content. Same thing with Hey Deva. Those guys are killing it, man. These are the channels that we gotta look at, There's a lot of channels out there, but there's some good channels too. You gotta thin out the saturated YouTube market, as you guys know how it is. Abba says, speaking of the Max Payne comics, do you want the remake to keep them or do the cutscenes or both? I think a combination of what 3 did would be perfect for Max Payne, Abbo. I think how 3 kind of had the panels move and then it had the words come up. I think that'd be a really Messiah more than I've been called Messiah. Really? That's so fucking funny. Yeah, I know. Well, names, I mean, I'm terrible with names too sometimes, so, forgive me sometimes if I mess it up. But yeah, man, I really think that they should do that, Abbo. I was thinking the same thing, like with the remakes coming out, and I'm going to be all over them. I'm a big Max Payne fan. One of my first feature films, out of high school was a Max Payne fan film. So I was, I'm a big Max Payne mark, guys. I will probably be playing it on the other channel when it comes out because I'm that big of a fan. So, let's see. It is on the Nintendo Switch. The first Heaven Dust got RE Easter egg. Oh, okay. It's on the Switch. I'll have to check that out, George. Horror Fan says, do you think Resident Evil movie could be made in the future and still satisfy fans? I think so, Horror Fan. I think the script just has to be a little bit better, in my opinion. A Heretic says, I'm down for some more Resident Evil set in the forest, literally survive the outbreak and nature. Exactly. It's like there's so much more stuff they can do. And even with like a what if type game, you know what I mean? I think that's like a big thing too. It's like how you could always have all these other stories kind of go in and out, but like you can really do some cool stuff with Raccoon City still, or make different settings. J Chip says, my favorite thing about your review is that you're very understanding. Like, even though you didn't like REA, I like how you still respect people that like REA and respect their opinion. Yeah, J Chip. I mean, that kind of goes into just like what, especially when me and John, even when John was on the channel, like it was still something we always wanted to do, where we're just trying to be genuine and we're trying to be honest. But we obviously knew that there's always a side of people that like it just as much as we don't like something. And the same thing with like the movies and the stuff, like the more like touchy subjects where people, get more, I guess, like, more pissed off over the movie, so we didn't want to bring it into where we were just like, beating people down for that either. And yeah, I mean, we just wanted to respect people. We didn't want to be a toxic gatekeeping channel, and I never wanted it to be that either, and I know there's a lot of that out there, but that's not what this channel is. You guys know that. And, that's just kind of why we always kind of respected everyone's opinion. And I talk to people every day that like Village more than me. And it's not like a big deal. You know what I mean? Half the time that doesn't even come up in conversation of like how I don't like something that they like. You know what I mean? Because that's not important. It's like, okay, let's find what we do have in common. Let's find that main thing there. Because it's like Resident Evil has different pockets of fans from 26 years of being around. So you're going to have a lot of people that are that feel a different way. They feel a certain way. And I get it, and there's you're going to talk to different faces, and those faces are all going to be associated with either the movies, the animated shows, only the old games, maybe Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, maybe nothing else, maybe Resident Evil 7 and Village and nothing else. Like now there's so many different fans that you'll see. Aaron, what's up, Aaron Hooper? And Pat says, I remember buying Max Payne for Xbox at a Hollywood Video for $5. That's a great memory. I remember my dad picking up Max Payne on PS2, and that's how I found out about it. So very similar to Resident Evil, but it was just in that PS2 era. And I remember him getting stuck with the lasers in the elevator. Never forget the lasers in the elevator. That took forever. Stephen Max is just making an RE movie with Barry killing tons of BOWs with a Magnum for 98 minutes and call it a day. Yes, I'm down for that, Stevie. I'm down. Kay says, have you checked out the demo for the third-person RE3 fan game? No, I have not. A lot of people are wanting me to check out some fan games, so I might have to dedicate some streams to that. Aaron says, have only played Max Payne 3, but that was like 10 years ago. Got the whole trilogy on PlayStation somewhere, and am keen to looking at the story. Yeah, man. I mean, I would say play the originals still. I know the remakes are coming out, but still play the originals. There's literally a tyrant and a nemesis, says Messiah. Damn, that's in the Heaven Dust. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that then. What the hell? How far did you get into the Triple S and Mercenaries RE8? I want to get the lightsaber, but it seems very tedious and don't know if it's really worth considering how long it will take to complete. Well, Peter, the answer is no. I haven't done that yet, but I think my next 100% series, because I'm so close to 100%ing that game, I have to just do all the mercs. So I think my next 100% series, now that I'm done RE3, is going to be Village. So I'm going to just go on mercs. That's what I need to do. I just need to do mercs. I got to get those trophies. Now, you guys always do right by the community. I love Village, but I've never felt disrespected in any way by you guys. Well, thank you, Kai. I appreciate that. That's the vibe. When John was on the channel, that's what we tried to give off. And now with just going forward, like, I'm trying to just maintain that same thing. I've always done that even before, but now even further now because the channel's grown. I'll second that. Anthony and John have always been very cool, and I like the movies or whatever. That's why I'm still here. And I had another channel, full-blown calling me names, and a fake RE fan by the hosts. Yeah, horror fan. Exactly. Like, yeah, me and John and horror fan have always agreed to disagree on multiple movies, or, Resident Evil movies, rather. Not so much movies, because where we disagree on one half, then you're like, we're being horror fan, fuck with like a million other horror movies on the other side, right? So it's like, there's so much, like, that was never a problem, man. I knew that, like, there's people that were going to feel a certain way when we started talking about the live action movies, and I'm still going to continue, my reviews, and obviously I'll be expressing some not so nice things about After Extinction onward, but it's all good. To each their own, as they say, and it's never a bad thing. To say something actually positive about Village, because I hate on it so much. The visuals in Village and the castle are amazing. Well, I think the visuals and I think the gameplay, as far as like, gunplay and stuff like that, are probably the best thing that Village has going for it. It looks beautiful. The RE engine does not look bad. Anyone that says it is are blind. They don't know what's going on. And, so it looks beautiful, and, it obviously plays. It's a very fun kind of game, selling stuff, getting stuff. RWK says, how's it going? It's going good, man. Thanks for coming in. Braden says, is YouTube your full-time job? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. A word of advice: don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, yes, it is. But it's obviously very challenging. So, but hey, Devas says, you're absolutely right. I personally wouldn't mind the fixed camera angles, gameplay. There's a lot of facts to this franchise. Yeah, I think there's like there is a lot of like eras of fans, and I think that kind of goes back to just how old the franchise is, and it goes back. Hey, what is up, fellow YouTube member? Showing off those member emojis that you get. Thank you so much, Kay, for sticking with me, and it's good to see all the members in here. We got almost 50 people in here, which is crazy because this is more viewers than I get on my Resident Evil 3 stream sometimes. On the 100% series, but 52 people in here and only 41 likes. Hit the like button. We're going to do a giveaway coming up in about 20 minutes. So I will let you guys know. I'm going to have a couple questions here for you guys, and whoever answers them first, you'll get the key. So let's see. Raccoon Survivor says, which RE is your favorite and which weapon? Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is my favorite, and I would say my favorite weapon. It'd probably be the I love the Western Custom, or the Red 9. It's like one of my favorites right there. Could we see RE game mods on the channel in the future? Yes, Gary Garcia. It's definitely not out of the question. Braden says, thoughts on how each RE kept retconning each other. I think it just comes down to the writing and the stories. There's a lot of like open-ended stuff with characters, and that's not new for Capcom. So I think that's like a big thing that they try to do all the time. But they've tried to go away from that now, because now they're trying to do the 7 and 8 thing. So with 9, I don't know, who's to say, but I would be lying if I say I didn't. I want closure, or if I said I didn't want closure on some of this shit. You know what I mean? I will say a lot of Village didn't make sense and had a lot of shoehorn things in it. Yes, that exactly. And Kai, that's kind of how I feel heavy about the story and characters. Shoehorned in is probably you pretty much hit the nail on the head. in terms of what they did with the story. RW says, coolest part Village for me is when the mofo pops up when you're looking out the window for the combo. Oh, yeah. Yep, I remember that. Would you rather see Chris or Leon written out of the series timeline-wise? If so, how would it be done? Well, if they were written out, I would like them to retire and maybe have a proper send-off if they were going to get written out. I think otherwise I wouldn't really feel satisfied because those are, two of the OGs. So, you can't do them dirty. And they did Chris kind of dirty in Village, so that's why I want to see if they do some better DLC. One thing Capcom needs to emphasize, the puzzles. I feel like they can make the game a surviving mansion with puzzles. Well, yeah, I felt like it was very light, Heretic. I felt like it was very light. I like the Alice movies. I can't lie, says Messiah. Oh, yeah, you're good, man. Hey, some people like them. I'm not gonna. You're not a fake fan now because you like it. Get out of here, Messiah. Get out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I wish the puzzles were heavier on Village. Kai says the mag for the weapons. Hawkeye says Red 9, my man. Vinegar Syndrome or Scream Factory? I would say Vinegar Syndrome. Horror fan. If you're doing RE mods, you got to play Kendo's Cut. So I try to get that cash box running. I try to. And because it's on like the PC port that you can't run on like Windows 10, I had a problem running it. I literally was going to schedule a stream for Kendo's Cut. I had everything made up. I literally was ready to go, and I couldn't get it to run. I tried, guys. I tried. I'll keep trying though. I know you guys want to see some mods. We'd love to see you and the Sphere Hunter do a collab Sunday. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Barely knows I exist. Horror fan says Resident Evil Village was super fun, but did not feel like RE in the least, and I haven't played since. I actually might like 7 more now. Not bad games, but just feel like different properties. Well, I agree. I mean, I know some people are kind of going back and saying they like Village more, they like 7 more. I think 7 I like a little bit more. I like the scaled back approach to it, where I do like the gameplay aspects of Village a little bit more, but I kind of like that it was a little bit more contained, 7, to where it did kind of remind me of the first game, and the fact that it was kind of just in this like little bubble of like, the courtyard, the mansion, and then, underground caves or lab or whatever the case may be. Playing them in, or playing 7 in VR kind of made me, kind of look at it another way. And, but I do like 7. For sure. But I still have problems with 7. I like 7 over Village, but I still have problems with 7, and I still have problems with 8. But I'll probably do a more updated discussion on those games shortly, because that'd be really cool. Let's see here. Stevie says, I like how they threw in the Oswald Spencer part at the end of the Village because they needed something random to tie in. Yes, that was the biggest problem, Stevie. Like, that was one thing that was kind of cut out of our first stream. If you guys were there in this chat, if you were there for our 24-hour stream when we first played the game, unfortunately, that first part of the archive was cut because the stream ran too long. But you could tell we were disappointed when we read those files. Kai says, I prefer the CGI movies. I wish we could have a live-action R movie without the Hollywood takes. Absolutely, Kay. I think that's the problem, is there's so many Hollywood takes and, suits, all suited up, studio executives that don't know anything about Resident Evil making these decisions. So, let's see. Cashback says, oh, man, maybe talk to JJ from Row. He might be able to help you get it running. If not, no biggie. At least you tried. Well, I mean, I've been, I've known JJ. Me and him have been, we've been friends since, 2013, 2012 probably. But, I don't talk to him on the regular, but we're cool. But, I would probably do a collaboration with him again. Last time he was on this channel was 2017. Or no, not 2017. Sorry, 2016 maybe. So I would like to do something with him first, if anything. But that can happen at any time. It's just a matter of when I kind of feel like, hitting him up and being like, hey, let's finally do something now that, post all of our channels kind of going and, doing our own thing. Cause it's been a while, you know what I mean? So I think when he was on the podcast last, Residents of Evil had 1,000 subscribers, you know what I mean? That's how long ago he was on my show. George says also there's a Hunk outfit in Heaven Dust. Damn, so they're bringing the Resident Evil references on that. Brandon P says, what's good, Ant? I'm excited for the next-gen ports, especially RE3 in 60 frames and ray tracing. Yes, Brandon P. I will be streaming them as those games come out. So I prefer 7 for how it looks and makes me feel while playing, but Village controls better. I could see that, Quentin. I think they definitely tweaked all that stuff. Chaw, yes, I have watched The Northman, and I actually really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was too bad. Like some people were saying. My friends weren't really vibing with it, who I saw it with, but I didn't mind it. Raccoon City Survivor says, tell us your top 3 RE. I would say RE3 original, RE1, RE2. And those are all originals. I love them all, but that would kind of be like a rough placement. Really hoping RE9 is more like 7. Possibly. Let's see. Aaron Hooper says, just recently got hold of a PlayStation VR and have Resi 7 in my library. So that is tempting. Do it, Aaron. I think it's good. I recently did a whole VR stream playthrough complete. And even though VR gets me sick, like not sick, but like I can only play it for a couple hours at a time, I still really enjoyed it. So, and that's coming from someone that like can get motion sickness. Sky's the Limit 94 says, hey, I'm currently at work, but I wanted to stop by and say hello. Don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, hit that like button, guys. Really appreciate it. Horror Fan for Life says Resident Evil 5 is underrated. Honestly, it's one of the best in the series, and 6 is fun in a dumb way, like Retribution. Trash, but fun. Well, I would agree with the 5, Resident Evil 5. I think it gets a lot more hate, but I definitely like RE5 still to this day. I still like co-op. Quentin says End of Zoe DLC is my favorite piece of content from RE7, and RE8 gave me an OG RE3 vibes having the Pursuer. Yeah, the End of Zoe stuff, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't too fond of the DLC back then, but I would have to go back and check it out. But yeah, having a Pursuer was always kind of creepy, and the remakes leading into even Village. Danny Sullivan, what's up? Talk to Balka Soup. He can get you going. Again, I don't know who these people are, but they don't know who I am, right? So why should I? why should I start now? I don't know. Gasho says, happy Friday. A horror fan says Revelations is better than 7 and 8, in his opinion. Yeah, I mean, hey, to each his own. This is happy Friday. All this is from Gas Show. It says, girlfriend is away for the weekend in Barcelona. I'm having my first try for RE7 Madhouse, and I'm getting nowhere fast. Any advice for chances of survival? I would say just like, try to conserve ammo and upgrade your stuff as soon as you can. Charles says The Northman was epic. My favorite film in 2 years. Look, I really liked The Northman. I didn't think it was that bad. Like I said, like Brandon's in the chat. What's up, Brandon? Says we're seeing Break of Benjamin. We'll let you know how good it is. Yes, I am seeing Break of Benjamin tonight, so that is happening. Me and Brandon are going. But Brandon saw it with me, and like our other friends weren't really vibing with The Northman, but I really liked it. I thought it was a good movie. A little long, but that's not saying it's bad. That's like a nitpick. That's like a nitpick, Nothing crazy. Lucius says, I would like to see another RE game in a populated city. Maybe going back to an in time and earlier younger Chris, Leon, or whatever. Not a massive fan of where the current timeline is taking things. Yeah, I know what you mean. Some of the settings or locations could be switched up a little bit. I think I'm kind of longing for a city vibe too. Last time we really got that was RE6, so in China. So Raccoon City Survivor, it's Resident Evil, so yes, I think Wesker will return one day. The Green Knight is also good. I gotta go. Break is over. Just want to say thanks. This is from Cypher. Thanks for answering my questions. Gotta say you're doing an awesome job with the uploads and chat like this. Have a good day. Thank you, Cypher. I appreciate it. And it's good to know that you've been enjoying the content, man. I appreciate feedback like that. And we have Kyle in here as well. What's up, Kyle? Why do you bite me? I beat all RE storyline titles. That's good word. You've been busy then. You're up to date. And have you played Alyssa? If not, wait until an auto-aim update. I have not played that. Do you watch the Avalanche reviews? Avalanche reviews retrospect? No, I don't. I try not to watch, to be honest with you, and I'm not, and again, this isn't to anybody, even that's, people that are in the chat that I'm going to be doing content with or collaborating with. I've seen, like, I've checked out Hey Devuz stuff since he's come in the chat, but, I didn't know about the channel before, but I know he's, like, a big channel, right? So, and same thing with other channels that are in here. So, like, there's some people that, like, I know that it would seem like I would know them, but I just don't seek out other Resident Evil content. And that's not because of, any offense to anybody. I just don't like to be influenced by other people, or I don't want to I want to just kind of just stay in my own lane and be like, okay, I could just do what I want to do. Because sometimes I feel like when you watch a bunch of other content creators in the same space, you get sometimes it could just not that it's a bad thing, but I don't want to copy ideas or do anything like that. I kind of like to stay in my own lane. But not to say that Hey Deva is awesome, all these people are awesome, but there's a lot of channel names that other people mentioned in here that I don't know, that you would expect me to know, but I don't know. And you might be like, yo, he's lying. And it's I'm not lying. I have a handful of creators that I watch, and that's about it. And it's not, I don't want to expand my, a bunch of different channels that I can't keep up with. And, but again, I know let's see. Yeah. Dave says, don't want to ride the coattails of what's trending. I feel that. What's good at? What's up, Dave? Yeah. I mean, it's because I know what's trending sometimes, and I know what I have to do. I know if there's a brand new Resident Evil leak or a brand new Resident Evil stuff, I have to go and cover it. And there's going to be 15 to 20 to 30 to 50 to 60, 70 other users that are covering it at the same time. So it's really just about how I can bring my own personality to it. You know what I mean? But, I one thing that I kind of go by, and this is to quote Jamie Josta, is more collaboration, less condemnation, right? So that's kind of what I'm trying to live by this year, is collaboration more, and hooking up with some of these channels that want to do work and podcast with me, and just to enjoy it. You know what I mean? And I kind of steered away from, I've never been on a Resident Evil content channel besides, I've been on Crimson Head Elders podcast, and I've done Where's Barry. I way before Where's Barry even got, really big to where he is. He's at 50, 60K now, maybe 70K. So my appearances have been pretty slim. So, and I'm kind of happy about that, because sometimes less is more. So whoever I choose to, do it with, which I've already got Biohazard Declassified, Hey Deva, those are the ones that are in the books. And so, I'm going to get that figured out. Let's see. Slick Ninja says, I never caught one of your streams in a long time. How's everyone? Resident Evil 3 Nemi is his favorite. Everyone's good, man. Hope you're well. Where it says, bro, have a good time at the concert. Stay safe and rock the fuck out. You know it. Let's see. Horror Fan says, give RE6 a chance. Or no, there's an RE6. If Gowdy was in here, he'd be ripping his hair out right now. I saw that you are doing a community dice log with RE Challenger soon. Yes, Aaron. I will be going to the UK, and I will be doing a dice log challenge with Resident Evil Challenger and Nuji, Nathan, Izzy, the whole team. And it's kind of nuts. I was just talking to Brandon about this. I grew up watching all the stuff on YouTube, and Resident Evil Challenger was the only person in the Resident Evil game back then that was doing videos like that, the only person, and had their own website and had forums and was live streaming Resident Evil. They were the first, and I always put them over. And the fact that I'm going to the UK and I'm going to meet them and I'm going to be it's still unreal. It hasn't hit me yet. I'll probably hit me when I'm on the plane ride there. But yes, there will be a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis dice lock happening. It's going to be a co-stream, and we're going to raise some money for the Ukraine. It's going to be cool. It's going to be for a good cause. So that's going to be in June. So it's going to be a couple months from now, or about a month from now, a month and some change, a month and a half. So stay tuned. Let's see. Braden says, is this a multi-man channel now, or is it just ran by you? It's just ran by me now, Braden. Yeah, it's just me. It's just how it was in the first 8 years. I kind of went back to the first 8 years of the channel, with me just kind of editing, posting, running around, doing a bunch of stuff. So yeah, but at the same time, it's not, I'm still just going to try my best to just deliver the content. And that's kind of what the first 4 months, I mean, Jesus, we're already 5 months into this year, but the first 4 months of this year have just been me trying to figure everything out and kind of get a flow of what you guys like, and live streams, and kind of getting an idea. And, obviously, thank you guys for your feedback. So I know, what's working and what isn't working. Because, I've been able to kind of see that with the views or the comments or whatever. Streams like this where I can, if you guys have any like feedback or questions, that's why I try to do these streams more often every week, where I just kind of shoot the shit with the chat, answer questions, so I can kind of gauge where you guys are at. Let's see. I like to see suburban setting, actually. The one scene with Retribution movie had the villains sitting on a swing set. It just made me think that would be cool and creepy. Yeah, Kai, that's a good idea. That would be actually kind of creepy. And switch it up again. Horror fan says, I enjoyed Re4 Remake. It was just okay this time, unfortunately. I thought it was amazing the first time. Don't know what changed. That happens sometimes. Hockey fan, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming in, man. Gaz says, Mia keeps handing my ass to me on Madhouse. I watched a YouTuber mess her up with the axe, and I tried to do it. You gotta block, man. I think that's the big thing, is like try to block. I know it does dick sometimes in 7, but RWK88 with the 199 says, Village getting a next gen, or is it good? I don't think Village is getting a next gen upgrade. I think it's good. They didn't announce Village on the press release, so I don't think so. Nuji says, excited to have you over here. Yes, man. I am super stoked, and it's gonna be just such a good time. Like I said, I can't keep hyping it up enough. But Hawkeye says, you don't have to sit there holding it, dude. You could go to the bathroom. Yeah. What the hell? I don't have to take a piss. Not yet, anyway. I mean, by the time I get down this, though, yeah, I'll have to take a piss a couple times. Let's see here. Where's Barry videos are friggin' hilarious. Yes, Where's Barry is killer. Where's Barry is the man. Let's see. I'd like to see you and Scorpion make a collab. The Resident Evil. Scorpion make a collab. He is a Resident Evil and Mortal Kombat YouTuber. I have heard of him, but yeah, I have heard of him. But yeah, I'd have to look into that, because again, some of these guys don't even do shows; they just do videos. But I think people to make have a good. Let's say, I think a good video to make is to have a young or older person play the game with you and talk about it. Their likes, dislikes, critiques. It would be interesting. Like someone new to it. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely like different perspectives. I think that's a good idea, because that kind of goes into kind of like what I said about different pockets of fans. So, please be a guest on Project Umbrella. Well, I am doing the Biohazard Declassified podcast, so that they're based out of the UK. I don't know, Nuji, I don't know if you know this. I don't even know if he's coming, or those guys coming to the meetup. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be meeting all of them there. Project Umbrella, I'm pretty sure, is out of the UK too, and I haven't. I don't think I ever got reached. I don't think I ever got hit up by them to do the show. I know about their show, but I know they're the other Resident Evil podcast out there, so it might happen. I mean, I think it will happen. It's just a matter of when. And I got to reach out to these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I got to find them and send them a message. And Discord's probably the easiest way to reach me sometimes. So, Gary Hudson, what's up? My day is going well. Hope yours is going well. What's up? Mr. X is in the chat too. Hockey fan says, forget if I ever asked this, but do you watch some of the RE modders like Wolf DNC and all those guys? No, I don't. Again, very, very oblivious to that. But I mean, again, I want to try some of the modded stuff. I mean, I'm not opposed to that for sure. That's just something I haven't gotten running on my end. Horror fan says, Tormented Souls is very hard but interesting. I'm also playing Daymare, and it's awful and a waste of money. Well, I can say Tormented Souls isn't a waste of money. I think that's pretty good. It's a pretty fun game now that I completed it. In fact, the poll is out for members and Patreon people alike, and I'm not going to say who's winning, but it's coming down to the wire between two different series right now, or two different franchises. So we'll see what the hell's going on. His lore videos are off the wall. He taught me about some stuff I had no idea ever existed. Yeah, man. I mean, that's good. I mean, that's cool that someone can do that, and that's what I think. I want to try to do videos on my own that are kind of like that, but also maybe if it's been done or said before, because I'm sure Scorpion's done that sometimes, where like, you'll say stuff, but maybe the fans are the first time they find it out, right? So it's always being learned from somewhere. UK fans are great. Yeah, why do you bite me? I mean, I can't wait to meet everyone in the UK that just watches LTRE and Resident Evil Challenger. I always knew our fans had like really good crossover, and we always had good fans on all ends of the spectrum. So I can't wait. Are we shocked that Capcom has not made a tower defense mobile game using an RE skin? Not yet, Heretic. Mr. Din, what's up, man? Let's see. Abo, are you still in the chat, brother? Give me a heads up if you are, because I'm gonna do some trivia questions coming up. We're gonna give away some Capcom Street Fighter codes for not the game, but it's the season pass shit that is happening, and that's what I'm pulling up here. Let's see. I actually found you a year or two ago in the recommendations while watching one of Scorpion's videos, so I always associated you two as my favorite RE YouTubers. Well, that's cool, man. That's cool that the algorithm kind of brought you here. I think that's how a lot of people get here. But yeah, the algorithm has also not really been working in my favor in some regards. It has, but it hasn't. It's not. It's just it caters to different channels. I'll say that for sure. Okay, let me go and pull up this thing here. All right, Abo's still here because Abo is someone I know. He's a Street Fighter player, so I want Abo. I don't know if I have you. I'm pretty sure I have you on Patreon, so I can send you the code on Patreon in the personal message. I don't know if you're on Discord, but that's if you get this right. I don't know. You might not get it right. I don't know. Do you have PlayStation or PC, brother? Let me know, because I obviously want to give this to someone who's doing who's doing Street Fighter stuff. So I don't think they have a PS5 code, because technically it's on PS4, but it's a PlayStation code, whatever. Let me see what. All right. Let's see here. Good luck if you play those mods of the future. I know I can't. Oh, no, I know some of those mods are hard, Hockey Fan. PlayStation? Okay. So the first up, so this is for a Street Fighter. I have a little... Okay. Okay. So, giveaway time. So, this is courtesy of Capcom. Now that we're reaching the end of the little chit-chat stream, I want to say thank you, Capcom. I am a Capcom creator, and because of that, I was able to get a couple codes to give away for you guys for Street Fighter. It's not Resident Evil, but I'm working on doing a special giveaway for when I get to 17K that will include some Resident Evil stuff. But again, it's all thanks to Capcom. But how's Callie? Callie is amazing. She's working hard every day. As I sneeze. Excuse me. But yes. We've been great, and she's a vet tech, so she helps animals out every day as much as she can. It's a busy job, but she likes what she does, and you can't really go wrong when you look forward to doing what you do every day. Anyone here speaking from UK at all out of interest? Well, I know Nuji was here. I don't know if anyone else. I usually have a lot of UK fans, Aaron. Horror Fan says, would you like a game with Billy again? Might be cool where he has been living as a recluse and has to save Rebecca from a satanic cult. Holy shit, that ties to Umbrella. Well, that's pretty fucking dark. Hey, yeah, no, I don't know. Billy back, I feel like that'd be very... I think at this point it's been too long to bring him back to where most people be like, who the fuck is he? Like, diehard fans would know, like we would know, right? But I think you would like some of the mods, as Jay Blackburn. They're based on the original games. That's cool. Jurek says, "Will you get Pablo Kuhn's Ari journal?" I really would like to, man. I actually might. I don't know. I got to reach out to him. I want to see if I can have some lunch with Pablo Kuhn's because I will be in the UK, and that is where he lives. So maybe one of those days I'll be able to meet up with him and Lexonal. Gary, what's up? He's a UK fan. Gary, Mr. Din is from Scotland. Damn, that's killer. All right, guys. So let me get on here. So we have a Street Fighter for the CPT 2022, and the first question has to be answered. The first person to answer this question, this is for a PlayStation code, okay? It's only on PlayStation and PC. Tell her to come on stream if she can, and I'm glad she can help animals. Oh, hell yeah, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, she's working right now. Otherwise, I would be like, hey, come over here. But, yeah, no, she's working. Next time, though, okay, next time. But, yeah, so first person to answer this trivia question will get a season pass code that gets costumes and all that crap for 2022 because the new season is starting for Street Fighter. Here it goes, guys. Ready? And I know there's not a lot of people that play Street Fighter 5, so let's see who gets this, right? This is the question. How many units were sold for Street Fighter 2 to date? How many units? In the millions, how many units did Street Fighter 2 sell to date? And whoever gets this first in the chat gets this code. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Abo? Is it going to be someone who has Street Fighter 5, or is it going to be someone else? I don't know if he is coming to the meetup, RA Challenger, or a Nuji. I don't know if he is. That would be cool if he was, though, because that'd be really cool. But I don't know. I just assumed, I'm like, oh, UK, maybe he's in there. But I'm just thinking like, oh, that would make sense if he were to show up. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I didn't get any official confirmation. Okay, we got 5 million, 3 million, 3.5, 10, 6, 4, 12. Abo got it. 15 million. Good try, guys. 15 million. Abo, you have, my friend, you have got a PlayStation 4. It can also be used on PS5, I'm pretty sure. Key. I am going to be sending it to you right now. And I have one more to give away, guys. I have one more key. This one's for PC. So, does anyone have Street Fighter on PC or Steam? And Abo, let me send this to you on Patreon because I want to just send it to you as soon as I can so I don't forget. I'm going to message you on Patreon, and I'm going to PM you. Let's see. Patrons, relationship manager. Abo's still on here, I think, right? Congratulations, Abo. Abo was actually the first one to get that right. 70 billion. I like 70 billion. All right, here you go, Abo. There you are. All right, message. Here you go, brother. Bam. You are good to go. Okay. So, this question is similar. It's a number game. All right, and Abo, I just sent that to you on Patreon, brother. So obviously, let me know if you have any problems with that code. Let me know. Everything should be good though. It's from Capcom. Congratulations, Abo, longtime supporter, longtime friend of the show. He supports me and Game Complainers, so I'm so happy you got that, man. It's funny too because there were some good guesses before you too. So there you go. This one is for PC though, so same exact code, different question though, different question. Yes. Yeah, I know. I wanted this. That's why I said in total, but maybe I should have been more specific. But you got it, though. So there you go. You guessed right, Abo. You guessed right. Okay. Ready? Same thing. Total sales. PlayStation 4 and PC. How many copies did Street Fighter 5 sell to date? To date. As of 2022, how many copies of Street Fighter 5? Let's hear it. Who wants to get this PC code? Who wants to get it? How many copies? I know not everybody plays Street Fighter, so this might be only a couple people here that are trying for this, but it doesn't matter. I want to give these away. No problem, Abo. How many? Come on, what's the number? Street Fighter 5 overall, PC and PS4 copies. How many copies do we got? Let me see those numbers. First person to get it right. Gary Garcia says 7 mil, 7 mil. No, not yet. Not yet. I didn't see the number yet. Nope. I don't see the right number yet. Martin Silic. You got it, brother. 6 million units, man. 6 million units is how many Street Fighter 5 sold total. $13 million. Yeah, no, not yet. Not yet. 13 mil would have had been out for a long time. So, Martin, you won the PC code. I played Street Fighter 5 but never looked at the sales numbers. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I try to just make these trivia questions a little bit easy, a little bit challenging. Not so. I mean, I don't know much about Street Fighter, so I can't be like, if a character does this, then what does, I don't know the lore. You know what I mean? But Martin, you got the key, brother. So, how can I message you? How can I message you this key? Discord, Twitter. Do you have it on PC? Can you actually play this thing? I just want to make sure. But yeah, you got the PC code for Steam. Usually that's what they send me, Steam codes or whatever. So lucky guess. 6 was lucky number. There you go. Yeah, let me know how I could send this. I just sent Abo his. So, but he's easy because he's on my Patreon. But yeah, let me know, Martin. Is Twitter better? Are you on the LTRE Discord? And that is because of Capcom. So thank you, Capcom, for doing that. Can you donate it to someone? He's like, I don't fucking want that shit. All right. You know what I'll do? You know what I do, guys? Here you go. Anyone that wants this thing right here. There you go. I know there's not a lot of Street Fighter. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, you got the question right, but here you go, guys. First person. If you have Steam, you're on a computer, bam, there you go. PC code right in the chat right now. First person to redeem it gets it. It's a full season Fighters Pass for Street Fighter 5. Use it now. I think Rationalific is in here with a PC key. So that's in there. Or with a PC that can use it. So there you go. First come, first serve. Someone use it, please. Like, do not, use this code right now, okay? Use it. Open up Steam, use it, or someone, because I do not want these codes to go to waste. Capcom, sent these to me so they can be used. So please use it and have fun with it. And Abo, enjoy it as well. Let me know how it is. Let me know if you enjoy that. Gowdy, what's up? Yeah, there it is. First come, first serve. Whoever gets it, either K or Rationalific, I think will either already did it. I give up, everyone. Now. What's up, Gowdy's in the chat? Yeah, guys. So yeah, those are the couple keys I wanted to give away. Just so you guys know what's going down. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to doing more of the this content I have planned. I have a couple things planned for next week, but I am going to be starting the Gowdy missed the RE6 talk. That would have sent him out a window. So yeah, he already but yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to just getting a lot of this stuff done. I'm working on a really cool video that, I had an idea of, and it's going to be kind of like it's going to be something different. It's going to be something very different. It obviously is going to be, it's about Resident Evil, but it is going to be a very different kind of video style that you guys are used to. It's going to be kind of implementing a little bit more of, I guess, like a filmmaking aspect of it, to it, I guess, if that makes sense. So, but it's going to be a really cool kind of like wholesome video, hopefully. There's going to be a lot of cool things that I'm working on. It's not going to come out next week, but it's something I'm currently working on for May. But, you know, yeah, I'm just looking forward to a bunch of stuff in May. I obviously want to see where the poll ends for, you know, I'll probably let it run for another week or so for the next survival horror game that is not Resident Evil. So these were the poll options. It was Silent Hill, Dead Space, Alan Wake, and Deep Fear. And those are the 4 that were on the poll for YouTube members and Patreon supporters. And that is where we're at. It's almost one of those things where it can go either way. I know there's a lot of fans of all of those games, so I can confirm Andy is coming to the UK. Oh, sweet. Okay, awesome. Yeah, because you know what it was, Nuji? I think he might have either came by in the chat one day, or he was saying something like, yeah, man, it'll be really cool to meet you in the UK. And I was like, oh, is he coming by? And then I think it was just like a lost thought in my head, like, oh, maybe he'll come by or not. But yes, Andy, I gotta hit him back and do his show. We had a little bit of a scheduling thing going back and forth to try to get that show pinned down. But yeah, Andy really seems like a nice guy. I can't wait to do his show and vice versa, and just like obviously meet everyone in the UK, you know. That sounds even better though. It's even cool that we get more, you know, of everyone in that kind of creators space, especially in the UK. Because I mean, think about it. There's not like, I mean, there's a decent amount of Resident Evil UK fans, but Resident Evil UK YouTubers, you know, you could probably count on maybe one hand, you know, maybe, right? Like I feel like you have Resident Evil Challenger, you have Biohazard Classified, Project Umbrella, Crimson Head Elder, and then maybe a 5th one that I'm like I don't know of or missing, but you should check out all those 4 though, for sure. Sweet, that's awesome. Do you enjoy playing RE mods, Gary? Yes, we actually were talking about that. We talked about the Kendo's Cut earlier. I've seen it. I've heard it's fucking hilarious. I just had a problem getting it to run. So Gary, I would love to do that. You know, I just got to get it to run. Abo says, I just redeemed the code on the PS app. Yes, and thank good, Abo. Do it on the app, because that PlayStation Store has failed redemption codes for me. I'm sure you heard me on Game Complainers scream and yell about it, but yeah, I will never put a redemption code in a store, PlayStation Store, on the console ever again. It's only either going to be phone or computer, because I'm not, yeah, no, I'm good on that. I am good on that, because their store is so fidgety. It's so wonky. I hate that. You know, they got to fix their store, man. I mean, especially with the new service coming out in June, and I actually think it comes out the week I'm in the UK with Resident Evil Challenger is when that service gets released. So I won't be able to test it out right away, but once I get back, I'll be able to check it out. Or if Nuji just has it on his PlayStation. 0 Hour Discussions with JM Cruz. That's a killer name, with the 25 donation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Welcome, 0 Hour. I feel like I'm the only one who likes Welcome to Raccoon City. Well, there's plenty of people that like Welcome to Raccoon City and all of the Mila Jovovich movies, so you're not alone. Gaz says, I'm UK, bro. Do you know where in the UK you will be? I know it looks small, but when you live here, it's kind of spaced out. I'm in the north, but would love to come say hi. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll be in London, but obviously I know that there's, we're doing a meetup there in London, at a specific venue. So all the information, though, if you go to Resident Evil Challengers Discord, they have all that information there, because I know they want to know how many people will be attending. So make sure you fill that out, and obviously, yeah, I would love to come say hi, and or Nuji, obviously correct me if you any other additions or changes happen to anyone else who needs to come through or come out, whoever is coming out, because it is a venue, and want to make sure we have enough space for everybody and stuff like that. So it's really all on Nuji and all of his team over there that are putting all that stuff together so brilliantly and making it all come to life. And they were scouting out venues and getting all this stuff ready just for you guys and the fans. So they really care. And we all care about the fans, and you guys, keep us going. So it's all reciprocal. Gary says, I cannot wait until you fix the crashes. I'll be right here. I'll be right here watching. I'm in London. I'll definitely come along. Yeah. I mean, shit. Hey, Anthony, so there's no playthrough today? Yeah, no playthrough today. This is just a Hangout stream. I'm going to be going to a show tonight, but, yeah, no, I will be picking up the gameplay next week. I kind of got the playthroughs in a little bit early this week, but I wanted to kind of give you guys an extra stream. 0 Hours has been a fan of the channel since I've watched your review of Welcome to Raccoon City, and I totally agree with most of what you guys said. It's really hard to watch the movie because we were expecting it to be good. Yeah, I kind of was expecting the gameplay to be, or gameplay, the movie, to, not have a compact script and to have something that was that congested and too much into one. And that was my biggest fear, and it came true in that one film. So it was a little I felt gutted. I felt really gutted, to be honest with you, during that review. Hey, Anthony, there's no playthrough today. Yeah, no, there isn't. I already answered that, but yeah, no playthrough today. But just me shooting the shit, giving away some codes, and saying thanks to the community. And yeah, but that's really going to be it, guys. I just wanted to jump on here for a little bit and give away those codes, let you guys know what's going on. Plenty of stuff I'm working on next week, but next week I will be returning with a new Dice Lock challenge. You're going to have to find out what that is, what game it is. Obviously, it's not going to be Resident Evil 3. I did beat Resident Evil 2 finally, Claire B, Leon A, and Claire B. And then RE3 is going to be happening in the UK with Resident Evil Challenger. After the UK meetup, it's going to be the following week. So instead of doing RE3, I am going to be doing a different game that you're going to have to wait and see. And I think next week I'm going to start the 100% of Village stream, which is going to be 1 million streams long because I have to do Mercenaries on Village, and then I will 100% it. So the only thing I have to do is get the triple S, get the lightsaber, and probably pull out all my hair in the process because I fucking hate Mercenaries on Village. But I'm going to have to do that. So that's going to be next week. So stay tuned for that if you guys want to see some more Village goodness. I know it's almost been a year since it's been released, which is crazy. But, I figured it'll be more appropriate to stream Village now since I haven't really touched it since I think I beat Madhouse. Or not Madhouse, but whatever the hardest mode is called. I beat that a year ago after it got released. And then I played Mercenaries for a little bit, but didn't really touch it after that. So, yeah. I'm like 97% done Village, literally as my trophies stand. So I almost have the platinum. I just have to, I just have to I'm right there, guys. I just have to really dedicate the time. It's going to be frustrating. I'm going to suck at it, but I have to get better at it by just playing it. So, but yes, and stay tuned for more VODs and stuff like that next week as well. I have some other stuff cooking. So stay tuned. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Resident Evil 4 video as well, the trial version. So really hope that. And yes, hope for Village news on Village in May. I hope so. And I'll cover you guys every step of the way. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on all the socials, Patreon, YouTube members, and LTRE.store for the brand new merch, the brand new Nemesis tee designed by Quentin Bauer Art. He's holding it down with the new merch designs, helping me out. Village of Shadows, that's what it was called. Thank you. And that's it, guys. So take care, hockey fan. Take care, all you guys. Thank you for donating. Hope you enjoy the codes. Thanks for the like, AJ fam. Love you guys. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and I wouldn't be able to keep going. So I appreciate all the support. Take care, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.